Ever since my childhood, I've heard everybody around me jumping onto boys with the phrases like, "Stop acting like a girl," "You are not a girl, you cannot cry," "Real men don't cry," "Girls don't like boys who cry," "Be a man," "Quit whining," "Toughen up," "Man up." Greetings everyone, I am Bhumi Bansal and today I am here to take a moment of yours and I would like you to think about the fact that it is okay for men to cry. We live in a society where men are pictured as strong and powerful. We are living in the age of feminism. Yet, as soon as man breaks down, we don't spare a second before catcalling him womanish or unmanly. Living in a patriarchal society, our upbringing has taught us that since men have to protect their families, that is why they need to be strong. Boys at a very tender age are taught to hide their feelings. They are told not to cry because nobody would like to see a boy crying. But let me tell you, there's no shame in showing your tears. Why hide a part of you that actually makes you stronger? Why hide your tears? Because that's what we are brought up to believe. That men are not supposed to cry. That crying makes a man weak. Believe me, it takes a lot of courage to show up your pain and vulnerability. But just as sure, you'll emerge from it tougher and better. Undoubtedly, there will be times when you'll feel like crying and letting it all out. But sure enough, you'll hold back your tears and pretend to be tough. Because that's what men do. I remember one night I was reading a book and I heard some noise coming from my cousin's room. He was crying. I got up and knocked on the door and then just opened it. When I asked him if everything is all right, he sniffed that he couldn't go to sleep. I gave him a hug and told him that it was perfectly fine. I knew he was hiding something. I tried asking him, but he had fallen asleep. That hit me really hard. At the age of just 11, he knew it wasn't okay for him to cry. From that day on, I knew there's something wrong in how most boys are raised into men. If they show their emotions, why are they immediately labeled as weak, soft, or effeminate? Why do the men have to be locked in this tight box of masculinity? Women and men both have the same emotional range. The fact that makes the idea differ in both the cases is that women all the way from their childhood are allowed to express and show their emotions. Because for varied reasons they are considered as weak. Since men have to be strong, which is why it is not applicable for them to cry. What we need to understand is that crying is not a sign of weakness. It is a way to express oneself. It makes you stronger and helps you stand back up fervently for a fight. This reminds me of an interview where Sachin Tendulkar opened up about his pain for not being able to express what all he was feeling after suffering from all the failures in his entire career. Today, men and masculinity is changing, and it needs to be. I am not going to judge men on who they are or how they act in front of me. I want every man out there to be still and secure in themselves. I want them to know that sometimes the only thing a man can do is to cry. So to all the people around the world, let's leave this behavior behind and let 2022 be the year of an emotionally healthy man. Thank you.